Assalamu alaikum friends. I hope you all are keeping fine and taking good care of yourself and your loved ones. Ramadan will be arriving in just a few short days. Muslims from all over the world have been waiting its auspicious arrival for the past year. And once it arrives, it will be gone before we know it. So make the most of this Ramadan and gear up for an amazing month of fasting and worship of God. Ramadan is the most sacred month of the year for us. Prophet Mohammad reportedly said, "When the month of Ramadan starts, the gates of the heaven are opened, and the gates of hell are closed, and the devils are chained." It was during this month that Allah revealed the first verses of the Quran to Prophet Muhammad on a night known as the Night of Power or Laylatol Qadr in Arabic. It is meant to be a time of spiritual discipline, of deep contemplation of one's relationship with God, extra prayers, increased charity and generosity, an intense study of Quran, and at the same time it is a time of celebration and joy to be spent with loved ones. So let's gear up for fasting, worship and much more. So firstly, we should get our physical home in order. A messy living space can create anxiety, nervousness and worry. And all of these emotions are distracting to the Muslim when he or she is seeking to pray and worship. It also makes fasting and preparing the iftar meal more difficult. So use the next few days to your advantage. Declutter your home by throwing away useless items and donating unwanted ones to charity. Remember that cleanliness of the home and body is a great virtue in Islam. Understand the reasons behind fasting. Before you can begin the month of fasting, you need to know why we keep fast in the first place. The reasons can be found in the Quran. Fasting is an act of obedience to God. Fasting also helps us to control our basic human desires such as thirst and hunger. Give up vices. Vices such as backbiting, slander, lying or cheating are just a few of the unlawful activities that humans engage in. There is no room for these types of vices in the Islamic faith. Don't wait until Ramadan arrives to give up your vices. Do so now to increase the chances that all of your fasting and worship in Ramadan will be accepted. Open your hand. Prophet Muhammad was generous year-round, but he was most open-handed during the month of Ramadan. Remember that in Ramadan, each good deed that we perform is multiplied by 70 times or more. Be generous with your wealth as much as possible. This is aside from the zakat, which is poor alms in the amount of 2.5% of the yearly wealth. Prophet Muhammad said that even smiling is considered a charity in Islam. So meet your Muslim brother in faith with a hearty smile and with a hearty Assalamu alaikum. Create a routine before Ramadan so you can keep it going throughout the month. Increase your amount of daily Quran reading. As they say, with their tongue they refrain from telling a lie and talking behind the back. With their eyes, they are careful not to ignore any wrongdoing. People are careful not to touch things belonging to others without seeking their permission. They refrain from listening to others' conversations, and also visiting any impure or lewd places. In this way, practicing self-control through Roza is not only a physical effort but also a mental and spiritual effort to connect with the Almighty Allah. The month of Ramadan includes the 5 daily obligatory prayers as well as the nightly Taraweeh. If your prayers are lacking now, you might struggle to keep up with prayers during Ramadan. However, this year, prayers during Ramadan, including nightly Taraweeh, should be performed at home as the pandemic rages on around the world. There are many ways that one can do to make Ramadan more meaningful. So let's try to make the best out of this month as much as possible. Ramadan Mubarak to everyone.